Good morning and welcome back to the Mini. We are unfortunately not in the Porsche GT3 today, even though we were in that yesterday at Donington Park for the supercar driver secret meet, which was, shall I say, pretty spectacular. First time I've actually driven Donington Park in conditions like that, so believe me when I say it was a twitchy moment, it was a twitchy moment, especially when the GT3's rear decides to break traction. I have to take the last hairpin pretty much sideways, and I had a McLaren P1 GTR behind me that did exactly the same thing. I mean, if I was meant to do that, it would have looked pretty cool, but I didn't. So, excuse the dirty car, but we are on our way to Carttitude. They are a supercar detailing specialist based in Manchester. So what we're going to be doing and what we're going to be filming today is a full paint correction of the Mini. So I'm quite looking forward to this because I must admit I may have done a little boo-boo recently. I took this car to one of them, and we've all done it. I took the car to one of them backstreet cleaner people kind of thing, and ever since I've taken it to there, the paint has just not shone the same. It's had swirl marks in it, it's gone really dull. So what we're going to be doing today is documenting how to get your car back to, well, if not better than when it rolled out the factory. So we're going to be giving you a bit more of an in-depth, sort of detailed, pardon the pun, review of how these guys do it, what goes into it, and sort of the before and afterwards of the paint correction on the car. So yeah, just leaving the office now, so that's why it's a little bit bumpy at Alton Park, and yeah, we're going to head to Manchester to see the guys at Carttitude. So let's go. Well, good morning from Carttitude. We are here now finally to get the car behind me detailed. These guys are probably one of the best that I've ever seen. The attention to detail that they put into these cars is next level. I must give it to Claudio and the team here because they put so much effort in behind of getting the job done properly for the customers. I'm just going to give you guys a quick show of what goes into making this car look better when it rolled out of the factory. Let's hit it. Of the perfection has just been completed, so we've fully snow foamed, decontaminated the paintwork, ready to go into the bay that's behind us. It's fully lit, I must say. The car, even with the level of, shall I say, unquality that the paintwork is in at the moment, if that's a word, looks, it brings out everything, and it really pops underneath this lighting that they have in here. So I cannot wait to see when it is actually properly done. But it looks incredible already. And this is exactly what I mean about the state of the paintwork. Ignore the sort of stone chips that I've got on it already, but the camera just doesn't do it justice. But the scratches that are left, sort of just from day-to-day washing in the paintwork, is horrendous. And look at you can see here the imperfections in the paintwork, the scratches everywhere. We have had stickers taken off down here that you might not be able to see because of the lighting, but it is awful. Absolutely awful. So I'm looking forward to seeing the guys work the magic on this and bring the paint back to life. Well, I'm not sure whether the camera is picking this up, but just look at the state of that. That is awful. And by the time these guys are finished, you will not be able to see a single one of them swirl marks. So now it's all taped up, what we're going to be able to do with the guys here is do a complete 50-50. So we're going to put some tape along the paintwork, as you can probably see here behind me, and do a comparison of what it looked like before the detail and what it's going to look like after the detail. But take it from me, I'm not sure whether the camera picks this up, but the paintwork is absolutely horrendous. Right, so we've done the paint correction on one panel, so we're about to take the tape off now and give you guys a bit of an understanding of what actually goes on behind the scenes here. But that there is what it looks like, and that there is what the whole car is going to look like. So let's take that tape off now and show you what's been done. So this kind of identifies the level of damage that's underneath the paintwork. So if you can have a look just this side of the tape, but look at the state of that. That is awful. And you come over to this side and it's just, well, the camera is struggling to focus on it because it's just like a mirror. Just look at the difference between the way the colour pops in here than it does on here, and the swirl marks is just look. I can't get over that. That is absolutely, well, incredible and horrendous at the same time. Just look at that, ready? Look, watch the light. So swirls, no swirls. Swirls, no swirls. Incredible. So we're about 4, maybe 5 hours in now. I think the guys here didn't really anticipate how badly damaged the paintwork was on the Mini behind us, but they've been working exceptionally hard to make this car look better than it did when it rolled out the factory. But some of the stuff have you probably seen in the B-roll a second ago, the paintwork and the blemishes that you have. So if you've ever taken your car to one of them car washes or whatever, the acidic level that you put in the shampoo can really be quite harmful and damaging to the car, and under lighting like this in here, you can see the damage that actually happens onto the paintwork on the top coat of the paint. And on mine, I also had bird droppings on the paintwork, which I've wiped off, but sort of the acidic levels in there has burnt through from the top coat downwards, and these guys have managed to buff that out as well. So on the side here, as you probably remember, we had this JCW sort of stickers on the side. So when you clean the car with stickers on and things like that, obviously the stickers underneath don't get touched, therefore scratches appear on the paintwork and don't underneath. So there was a distinct line of where the stickers were, and the guys here have managed to get rid of all of that and really have managed to put this paintwork back to better than it rolled out of the factory. So I'm looking forward to seeing the finished piece. So under this lighting now, you can probably see how much of a difference that paint correction makes. It's almost come back to red. So previously underneath the lighting, and even in this lighting, it started to look like this pink colour over the top here where the paint just lost its flare, and these guys have managed to bring that back up, everything down to the wing mirror caps here. You can actually see my reflection now, which is pretty cool. So because it's being black, obviously a dark colour, it shows all of the swirl marks and imperfections in it, and well, as you can see now, nothing. So we make our way down the car now. You can just see with the lights on the side here, it really brings out all the imperfections in the paint. So prior, as you probably remember, it was really sort of dull, lots of swirl marks, lots of scratches, and now, well, just look at that. That's incredible, isn't it? Yeah. Well, there we have it. We dropped this car off at 9 o'clock in the morning. It is now 6:15 at night. We've had 2 incredible workers working on this car throughout the day. It is absolutely incredibly, I don't know how other many descriptive words I can use to describe the pristine condition that they've managed to get my Mini back to. I must admit, I know I keep saying it, and I've said it time and time and time again, this is better now than it rolled out of factory, guaranteed. And like I said, Mini, great cars, they print them out. That's the only problem with a mass production vehicle, is the time and effort that they put into the cars for paint preparation afterwards. Well, from what I've seen, it can be better, but this is what it should look like. So I've got to say a huge thank you to the team here at Carttitude, but let me just give you guys a little bit of a walk around and the attention to detail that's gone into making this car look like what it is. So if I bring the camera around here, just look. If you remembered earlier on in the video, we had the 50-50 paint test where we showed you guys sort of the difference between the swirl marks and the colour of the paint and how dull it was. Well, just look how it's sort of the paint when the light bounces off it, and it's just, well, it's just perfection. Everything down to the exhaust here. So what they had is, I'm not sure if you saw, was the machine that sort of goes in. They use this special chrome polish to machine polish back, because you know what the Mini is like with popping and banging flames out. It tends to put that chrome back to black, and these guys have just made it. Wow, look at that. Amazing. So I believe it's taken the guys 3 steps, so 3-stage detailing, 3-stage cutting to make this car pop like it has now, and well, I'm speechless. It is absolutely incredible. So thanks again to the team here for putting in the time, the effort and the hard work to make my car look like that. So I will drop the link for these guys, Carttitude, in the links below. This man this man got everything to thank about this guy. Man, I can't thank you anymore. You've just been incredible.
I love your car.
But honestly, talking to your staff before and sort of the enthusiasm they have to make my car look what it is now is just, I've got to pat you on the back, mate. It's absolutely incredible. So I'll drop a link down below to Carttitude. Make sure you drop these guys a message if you need your car doing like this. Give them a follow. Give them all the support they need, because believe me, well worth it when you see the end results like this. So I'm going to get into my lovely clean car now, head back home. So as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you can, hit that little notification bar, hit that subscription bar down at the bottom, and I'll be producing more videos like this and, well, taking you along for the ride. Thank you very much. Cheers.